Alright guys, I'm gonna talk you through a quick order that I received recently, I think yesterday. My customer ordered my Mad Turbo decal design. He ordered it in the 6.38 inch or 6.4 inch really is what it'll end up being. I'm just gonna kind of show you the process really quickly so that it's not a long video. He ordered it in the silver color, which I have here. Usually I buy my decals on a roll. Every once in a while I'll buy sheets if it's not a color that I use a lot. But anyway, so pretty much I've got the silver here. So I'll load it up on the machine. We click it back here, of course, to let the wheels up. Then we load it up. Now I've got a tripod finally. I'm not sure how good it'll be for now, but it's the first tripod video, so I'm just gonna set it up and then I'll load the machine. Alright, it's not, I don't get very technical on the aspects of it. Pretty much for my tracking, I'll use my eye, and once I set it up and I lock the wheels down, I will feed it to see, and that's pretty good tracking. That's dead on straight tracking. So then you move your carriage where you want it at. I get pretty close to the edge because the tracking's correct. Once I do that, I'm good to go, and I'm able to center. I'm able to get it cut ready. My force, anything close to that is fine. 160, 150, 165, something like that, as far as the force goes. Now my vinyl is ready to be cut. So now what I'll do is I'll open up my Sure Cuts a Lot 3 program, and I'll find my Mad Turbo design that's on my portable hard drive. I use a portable hard drive to keep all my files on, so I can switch between the laptop, the desktop, or whatever. So I'll find my Mad Turbo decal. I've got about 5,000 different files in folders, but these are kind of my usuals. I don't keep in a folder. Anyways, let's see. What am I doing? Mad Turbo decal, man. Right here. All right, and he ordered the 6.4. So on here, what I'll do, I'll just make my adjustment right here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that, but there it is there. And I'll go ahead and make that 4, and boom, there we go. Now all I do here is I go to my cut scissors right here. Everything's ready to go. And I'll tell it to cut. Now it's gonna cut. And again, you can check me out, decals.com. I'll show you the weeding process, I believe, but this particular decal is a very technical, I won't say technical, it's a longer weed than usual. And remember that you want to charge accordingly. If it's something that you weed in no time, then you can kind of lower the price. If it takes you a little longer to weed out than other decals, then you add a little bit of cost onto the item. And people don't have a problem paying what the thing is worth. But you don't want to price your own self out of money. And you don't want to price your own, you don't want to cheat yourself time-wise. But yeah, you see how it's cutting, and here to show you kind of how long it'll take. Like I said, this is a detailed graphic, so it takes a little longer. And it's a nice size graphic, 6 inches. Usually I do my quick decals are usually around 9 inches long by maybe 5 or 6 inches tall. I won't show you the full process, I don't guess, but maybe I will. We'll see how this video goes for now. Let you see. I mean, I'm sure you guys can kind of see the cut now. Yeah, I'm sure you can. I can see it, so I'm sure it'll reflect pretty good. All right, there. My computer says the image is done cutting, and it takes it about another 5 seconds for the machine to actually finish cutting. So then I'll just feed it out, and now I'll set my tripod down, and I'll use the scissors to make a cut. The office is a little messy. I apologize, but it is what it is. All right, now that I've made my cut, now that decal's been cut, I'll try to adjust my tripod so you can kind of see some of the weeding process. I'm not sure if I'll show you the whole process. It may be too long, but we'll see. So you get your cutting mat out. I used to leave my cutting mat up here, but I usually don't now. And I'll get my pick. Now I'll cut my light on. Well, okay, I'll cut my light on. Hopefully it doesn't do any reflecting. Now, here's what I like to do. I like to peel. These intricate designs can be tricky. You've got to be careful. It may pull up some of your cuts and stuff. So you want to be careful when you're weeding some of these more intricate designs. I maybe should have showed you something more simple, but I actually want you guys to see that some weeds are complicated and there's a process to it. I've been doing it for so long that I don't have to be so particular about weeding, but if you haven't done it before, you have to be careful. Make sure you're not losing cuts, small pieces that are supposed to stay on. All right, now this is a trick that I use. I'll fold this over and I'll stick it to my board. This is critical, and I'm going to tell you why. If you get the sticky side to stick up, if you get the sticky side to stick up here, every time you pull a piece off, all you have to do is just stick it to the sticky like that. Bam. It'll pull it off for you. It makes it a lot easier. And then you just weed out the pieces that shouldn't be on there. It's that simple. I hope you guys can kind of see that. You just peel out the pieces. You just peel out the pieces. And anytime when you're in doubt of what you should peel, you can always refer to here. Anything that's in black, it should be vinyl. All the white space should be peeled off. And that's a good way. Sometimes you won't remember. It's been times where I'll peel the wrong thing and things like that. It just depends. Let me see if I can get a little closer down view for you guys. This may help. I'm not sure. But yeah, so this little piece here is supposed to come out. So I'll pull that off, stick it here. Let's see, these 3 grills here come out. It's a really cool image. You guys have probably seen it. If you haven't, glad to introduce it to you, I guess. And then you just keep on going out. Weeding is not a beautiful process. It's not something awesome, but it's a necessary process that you have to do. So just remember that, guys. I'm going to try not to make this video too long, so I may skip ahead. I'm not sure, so just be mindful. that I may skip a few parts, because like I said, this takes about 10 minutes to weed, and average decal weeding for me is between 1 and 3 minutes. This actually can take 10 minutes sometimes if you're not, it just depends. Like I said, I've been doing it for a long time, so I have no fear. I can't mess up decals because I've been doing it for too long. I mean, I can, but I don't. So, and what happens is you have to be careful, because if you say you get this far and you mess up, oh man, you have to recut. You have to recut the vinyl and all of that, reweed. It's just a process. You have to be careful, especially when you get into, I'm not sure how much detail it's showing right now, but I'm weeding out these small little square cuts and things like that, and it's easy to miss it with the dental pick and cut the vinyl or something like that. This is simple. It's a simple way to make some income. Nothing hard about this, guys. If you want to do it, it's not hard. You just have to get out there and do it. The biggest thing is you have to invest in your machinery. I mean, anybody could build a house, but they've got to have the right tools, right? So if you get the right tools, you can do this too. Make good residual income selling these little decals. And I can get into that more in another video about the business side. And I can tell you this though, the profit margins on vinyl are tremendous. I mean, I can make $1,000 on a roll that I paid less than $100 for. It all depends on you, your market, things like that. And I believe I'm done. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. It looks great. I mean, it's the same thing. He's got it in a great shiny silver. You can see it. It's beautiful. So that's the process. And my video is a little longer than I wanted it to be. But so now that's all your scrap vinyl right here in one ball. Boom. You throw it in your office trash can. And now I guess since I took you this far, I'll go ahead and show you the taping process. My taping process is simpler than most people's probably is. But pretty much I just take a nice size piece and I'll cut it like so, literally, and then I'll just line it up here, and you just drop it down on there, and you finger wipe it. Then you get your squeegee. You need to get a high quality squeegee. This is actually an Orifal squeegee that I've been using for freaking 5 years. Anyway, so then you just you just do that. You can use the clear or the masking. What I'll tell you about the clear is if you decide to go clear, which I like clear because it's a more aesthetic look for your customer, and it helps a little bit with application. The problem with clear that you'll have to deal with is clear does not stick that well. Just a tip for you guys. So if you are going to get clear, get super high tack clear, or super stick tack is the stickiness. Get high tack clear, because I have clear here as well, but I don't use it that often because it's not high tack. But so now, as you'll see, I'll use a ruler and my X-Acto knife to cut the access. I like a clean, sharp edge decal for my customer. It's all about presentation. It's all about presentation. That's trash. You do the same thing up here. Say okay. Cut that off. Trash it. Now, before you cut all of them, what you want to do is do a pre-peel. These are industry tips I'm giving you here. You want to do a pre-peel. You want to sell all your items pre-peeled, and what that means is that you have peeled them before you sold them. That way, when the customer gets it, it will peel. I have ordered decals from my competitors for the purpose of comparing, of course. And what you'll find is that they don't pre-peel their decals, and it's work to apply them. See how some of it's not coming up. So what you have to do, get your squeegee and make sure it sticks to the tape really, really well. Once it's pre-peeled, you won't have to do it anymore. See, this is what I'm saying. These are industry tips that everybody's not going to give you guys. This is a difficult decal, and here's what it is. But you pre-peel it and find out where your trouble areas are. A lot of people would just do what I did earlier, squeegee it down, and send it off to you. But I'm going to make sure that it's going to peel properly. Now look, now we're good. Now we're good. And you want to, and like I said, you want to do this whole. Sometimes your fingers are better than your squeegee. It just depends. It's not a crazy, nothing complicated, you guys. It's just about knowing how to do it. I got that one piece. That's fine. I'll work on that. I've been working on this one for a second now, as you've seen, and it's still not wanting to stick. And then sometimes another technique, you can literally get your X-Acto knife up under it and stick it to the tape. And now guess what? It peels. Boom, there you go. Now, this is a totally pre-peeled decal. Now, I'll just stick it back to the backing, and I'll go ahead and finish the cut. Man, I hope this video isn't too long, but I really want you guys to see the process. Alright. Alright. Now what I meant to tell you guys that I didn't do, I didn't even follow my own advice. You want to cut your edges, but that last edge is where you want to do your pre-peel. That way, you don't have an edge that kind of sticks up like this. So, but that's fine. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Once I get in the mailing envelope and it gets there, it'll be flat. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's already been pre-peeled, and I'll show you what that looks like. You know, and like I said, it's not, but for the most part, boom. He'll be able to apply that very easily to whatever he wants to apply it to. Here's the decal now finished, taped and finished off. Now I'll package that up and I'll mail it off to my customer. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Ask questions, things like that, I'll answer them, and we'll go from there. I will make a shirt video at some point. I do have some shirt orders to do today too, and I may post 2 videos, who knows. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, share, and I'll talk to you then. Goodbye.